Hello, users! Welcome back. We are here with another episode of Creature Comforts with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Last time we made our Exocolonist, I believe Solane is the name, I think. We'll check here in a second. He grew up in outer space as a small child, or was born in outer space, and then they landed. He's been having premonition-based dreams. We've met the cast of characters. We unfortunately lost Tammy, a very kind individual, and are deciding to focus on our engineering and, physical skills. Outside of that... Oh, we got to see the first... They didn't call it gloom. What did they call it? Dust? I think? Maybe? Basically, it was an all-night... Oh, glow season, because everything glowed. And a bunch of creatures came out, and we tried to talk with them. It seemed like we could get through them, but then we had to defeat them, because they lost their minds. So, without further ado, we'll get into it. As soon as I hit the right button. Alright. I hope you are all having a wonderful week. So we were working on... Ooh, so we need to do toughness-based stuff. Let's talk to folks. Nope, we need to relax. I mean, we'll still talk to folks, but we need to relax. We don't have anything we can give her. Need some time off, yes, I know. You're looking a little worn out, my little... Oh, you're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what Mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? I might just need a hug. Aw. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. Like Dad. And geranium is pretty cool. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. That's great. That's great. Thanks, Dad. Your mom is using the quiet time to plan this year's crop layout. It's important to rotate the crops and to ensure something nitrogen replenish. He doesn't explain it very well. Cal is scrubbing his hands at the water barrel, trying to unsuccessfully get all the dirt out from under his fingernails. It looks like a lost cause. Cal's hands has been dirt-stained, probably since you landed here. That's stupid, Cal mutters. Stupid! Ugh! He jerks his hands out of the water and holds them to his face. You hear him sob. Why did they have to... It's not fair. We didn't do anything to them. He wipes his eyes and startles when he sees you. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Says, I was just, washing my hands. Alright, Cal, I get it. We didn't want to fight them either. We tried not. Just wipes his eyes and hides his face as you approach. Go away, I just want to be left alone. Why won't people leave me alone? I don't want to be part of this stupid colony. Alright, man. Anemone holds her palms up to you excitedly. Solane! Oh, Solane, that's what it was. Solane! Solane, look! Her palms are covered with a collection of scrapes and blue flaky scales. I'm getting tougher every day. Sure are. You're a dork. Nope, don't have anything for Tange. So that means it is break time! You nestle in the cushions, close your eyes, and listen to music. You have an archive of over 100 years of music to choose from. But still, you wonder what new songs they're writing these days, 10 million light years away from Earth. The only new music you've heard is when the adults have come up with the space shanty. Ooh, it's nice. Good music for harmonizing with your friends as you work. It's not really something you want in your ears all the time. Take a drink. Okay. You took the month off. But want to forget it. No, these are okay. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. Security squads are training new members and keep close watch on the gates now. They've reinforced the walls and even installed a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. And all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of, ooh, hold on, I can make this work, where... I'm gonna do this right, hold on. Looking for the right voice for this. Thought I had. Sworn I had a... Oh well, we'll try. I don't think this is gonna be right, but we'll try it anyway. Surprise! Yeah, I don't think that was right. That's fine. A Vertumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth. You've taken up its calendars for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Spark snows drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls out a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. Like a cucumber as a fruit. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Lane is not allowed outside the gates, your mom admitted. It is too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts him off again. Not now, your mom replied. Not with, not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there. This is accusatory. I don't feel like that. It wasn't scary for us. We did what we could to help. Don't even start, your mom snapped. You should have been in this creche with others, but not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. Your mom was known as wasn't a farmer back in Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, Mom, clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves. Happen. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad. Security Chief Rhett offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know. Even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. Your mom gives you a stern look. I've heard stories of kids sneaking outside the wall, says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Mom doesn't laugh. I'm not going to say that, but I probably... that's... Look, I'm going to look outside the walls, so I don't want to lie to them. So I'm going to say this. It's probably not that dangerous. Not that you would ever do it, but if the other kids are out there, how bad could it be? The argument doesn't win you any favors with your mom. Mid-quiet. Let's talk to our friend. Whoa! Jeez, Tange. Not even gonna read that. That was just fucking rude. You spot Mars tapping away to Hollis. He appears to be trying different clothing options on a digital doll maker. Look, Solane, says, showing you work. You look like anything you want. I always thought I would look good with, like, horns, maybe. She hums. Maybe I can ask engineering about it? We haven't found anything else out in the wild. Talk to Cal? Nope, he's still sad. Talk to Dad? Nope, he doesn't have anything new. Mom, do you have anything new? Nope. Alright. Well. Let's go. Same thing. Bravery, toughness, friendship with anemone. Combat and animals. I would like to learn about animals. Where are we at on these? Team 12. Where's our bravery? Let's get bravery to 10 before we start switching over to defense rank. You run into Cal and Anemone on the hill behind the garrison at a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There's a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a caber toss. Anemone shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter-long mush-tree pole. He throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record, she shouts and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing at to a neatly stacked pile of construction poles beside you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Let's go with a heavier one. Our toughness is alright. Challenge mode. Whew, whew. Cal makes a noise as a siren. He shouts down to Anemone. Solana's gonna throw a big one. You better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its length makes it hard to balance. You struggle to how to get underneath it with your knees bent. You're gonna be tough. Ooh, this is a hard one. Alright. Let's start with... Yeah, there we go. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit, social, media, mental, or physical, determines what conditions can appear, which decks work best. Try to collect social yellow cards. You want to win battles with social skills. Okay. Well, we won. A decent victory. We lost 1 strength. Alright. We gained 2 toughness. The pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, Anemone says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat other players. Lush would toss Cal. Only beat their own height. You get 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. We got more bravery too. Fantastic. Alright, 2 bravery, 2 toughness, 8 stress. We should probably still do physical skill. Anybody got anything new? Whoop, whoop, I see you. What do you give me? Hard. Toughness is at 20. Combat is at 12. Bravery is at 11. Alright, defense time. You attend your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense class. Small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. Gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant. Yeah, we're... I already see how our relationship is going to go. As Rhett rant about how everybody in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along, thinking safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna chop that beast right in the throat. Hiya! He points to the assembled class. But only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And only way to learn that is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for a demonstration? We're gonna go with... Safety in numbers. Oh no! Not what I wanted to do. Well, that's fine. Safety, I thought this meant that both of us would go up. That's fine. Safety in numbers. You try to become invisible so you won't get called on by Chief Rhett. Someone else volunteers, and Rhett flips him on the mat to demonstrate what happens when you try to grapple with someone bigger. How embarrassing. Glad that wasn't you. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative, Rhett. No one walks away from the fight without getting hurt. So the first rule of self-defense is to not put you in situations where you need to fight. That's smart. Once you've learned situational awareness, move on to hand-to-hand self-defense. Drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will we advance to weapons. There aren't many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons. A few plas rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. Alright, defensive training. Is there a better way we can do this? That's 15 versus 16. 14. Well, 16. Ooh. Or combat. 2 animals, plus 1 Kudos. Friendship with Anemone! Okay. Well, here this goes. Billy Pollen. We no longer have the bonus. We're gonna get back to engineering. Ooh, we can train together? Huh. Alright, we'll come back to you. Anybody got something new? Dad's got something. I need to start saving. Because I will save scum, and I'm not ashamed of it. You've met your dad adjusting a watering pot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People are hardly ever ill on the stratospheric. Especially except when the zero-G room's made them please. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says. I'll be fine. Just pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay. Mom cuts it, carrying a large bouquet. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time. He buries her nose deep. They smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. And he blows his nose loud. Not scared of pollen. Let's have dinner. Yinhua! Hey, Yinhua, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely evening and a great week. If you are not aware of Yinhua, she is a wonderful artist and fellow VTuber. An all-around cool variety streamer. Been playing a bunch of games recently. Definitely check out her channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see, I have a line. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes all look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergy. Hey, Solane. I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax, stick around in the quarters room. Oh, we're alright. We're alright. Okay. Engineering. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Yinhua. Thank you. I do hope your week is going well. Engineering and where are we at on these? Reasoning's at 11. Engineering's at 7. Yeah, we definitely want to get these up. You're bringing supplies to medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, head pillowed in a rolled up lab coat. He's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You never see Tangent sleeping. She's always so busy. I'm surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone. Whoa! Anemone says. She hardly ever sleeps. Like, just a couple hours a night. Sick or something? Tangent has an augment? Ah. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement, Anemone says, rubbing one of the scales sprouting on her jaw. She hardly needs to sleep at all. Probably stayed up all night studying for this morning's history test. Let's let her sleep. James Apollo Palm beeps a soft alarm. Oh, Yinhua, you got to meet with some folks? That's alright. It's alright. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you got to meet some really nice people and had a good day. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching and looks annoyed. Just a power nap. Oh wait, she had some sort of accent, right? I was giving her just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. That was not an accent, but it is what it is. Alright. Total equals goal. Alright, so we want to equal the goal. So 5. 2, 1. 3. Go. Anybody got anything new? Alright, we're gonna do a save. I think we can give the log to Anemone. I think. Ooh, whoa! I found a debug mode. That's definitely not documented. I hit the tilde key. Alright, Anemone. We're gonna give you a gift. Give you a mushwood log. Does not... Oh, she does like the mushwood log. +1 friendship. Oh! Masters or bachelors? What are you doing? What, undergraduate? She actually didn't like that, but that's okay. We're gonna reload. Where's my, There it is. MFA. Okay, well, good luck. Congratulations on going through orientation. I hope it is a wonderful, easy, and fun class. I bet you Cal will like the log. Yeah, it's the same thing. Huh. we'll hold on to the log then. Let's see what training with Anemone does. On your way to the sports ball pitch. Interesting. Anemone shares the story about the time her brother Calm once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose, back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why we have med beds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue scarred scale on her jaw, right under her ear. Oh, that didn't even take up a week? That's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Get back to engineering. Your first test. Already? Calm down, class. House smiles. This quiz is just to find out where you all stand and what you want to learn in this class. It will help me tailor personalized lesson plans for each. The test pings your holopalm and you open it. Starts easy. Suspiciously. Sure enough, every section is harder than the last, and you're quickly stumped by a question. You knew the teacher said you weren't supposed to be able to answer all of them, but you look over at Tange. She's just breezing through. The competitive gremlin inside of you has an idea. I don't want to cheat. No. Ooh. You cheat, you get a card. Make a video game instead. No, let's try your best. Let's do this. Ooh, okay, we can do this. We can do this. Yes! We still got the card without cheating. You plowed forward, skipping the questions you don't know and coming back to some of them later. It's a good strategy, letting you collect the easy points while not wasting times on the hard one. You got an A, which means advanced class. You still got some wrong. It's a little frustrating, but the teacher tells you those questions were designed for much older students. It appears we'll be working on advanced materials together, Tange said, impressed. Hell yeah! Okay, we got engineering to 10. We got friendship with Tange. You're finished breakfast in the common area with Marzipan. Oh, her name is Marzipan. Okay, that makes more sense. But struts in. Look at you, eating cereal, he says, turning up. I bet you don't even know what today is. You're right, I don't know. Today, he announced, is St. Valentine's Day. Tis and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody has to give their best friend a gift. Especially sweets. Then you put the sweets under your pillow and it makes you dream about whoever you're going to marry. That's not how that works. And then there were decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. Pigs? They don't even have any pigs. Before Marzipan can answer, Diz snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks. As he leaves, Mars shouts back. Well, no one was going to pick you anyway. You stink. I mean, you are kind of a jerk, Mars, but Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Cal nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm going to tell the other kids about it, Mars says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. So you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. Too many people want to be my best friend. I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. Unfortunately, Mars's best friend was Tammy, who died in an accident in the previous stream. Anemone, kicking a sports ball from foot to foot without letting it touch the ground. She fakes like she's going over to pass it over to you, then kicks it sideways to run over and catch it before you can get there. Too slow, she giggles. Do you really want to be BFFs with this silly girl? Absolutely. Two friendship. You offer Anemone some soy sweets. She stuffs one in her cheek, then bumps you with her shoulder so hard you nearly fall over. Sounds cool, she says she rubs your arm. Alright, best friend, tag, you're it. Yeah, she's a kind-hearted girl. I appreciate her existing. Doesn't have anything. Anything else? Mars is in a huff. Ah. Because you didn't pick her for Valentine's Day? Seems like nobody picked her. Oh, I'm sorry, Mars. Crosses her arms and scowls at you. Why is Anemone so popular all of a sudden? She doesn't even try. All she thinks about is sports ball. Whatever. Oh, well, that wasn't... Whatever. Mars mutters, tossing her hair. I'm just too mature for kids. The older kids get me, even if you don't. I'm... Sorry, Mars. You're kind of a jerk. I do still... I mean, now knowing what I know now, I do kind of wish I'd thought about it. Obviously, she brought it up because she wanted to. That's unfortunate. Engineering! Professor Hal is a first-class nerd. You can always ask him questions that makes him spiral off into long explanations going into way more detail than you ever need to know. It's a useful skill for those days you don't feel like doing schoolwork. 5 kudos if it equals the goal. All right. 0. A 0. A 2. A 1. 1. A 2. 2. Yeah. Because we got 2 of a kind, and then 2 of a kind, and then a flush 3 and a flush 3. Okay. Early dust. Anybody? Oop, got a log. Dust is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usually lush Vertumnan jungle. If there's a breeze, it's warm, and you guessed it, dusty. Your parents are up to every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your life. They're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after you sleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry, your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Vertumnan dirt this week. I do miss him and Mom, but that does sound neat. He shows you around rows of corns and beans from the earth. They look a little yellow and scraggly, not what you'd expect, but your dad enthusiastically points out the vegetables are ready to harvest. Don't forget, he tells you, the Vertumnalia Festival is coming up. There'll be a talent show and a science fair. I'm sure you're eager to participate, Solane. I probably lost there. That's fine. Choices are... Alright, let's... I don't think we can do this yet, right? Needs to be 20. Let's keep going engineering until we get to engineering up to 20. Which is going to be a little bit. It's field trip day. You and your class visit the engine room to study how the ship works and how it continues to power everything in the colony. Congruence joins you if you want to know about anything, how the ship works. She's your woman. Well, not woman exactly, but she's very smart to do this. Hello and welcome, children. You're standing in the beating heat, the heart of our colony, our ship's nuclear reactors. Don't worry, you're safely shielded from any radiation. My sensors are very sensitive. The power contained in these reactors is enough to sustain the colony for the next 20 years. This should be more than enough time for us to develop an eco-friendly power source, such as wind, water, or solar power. Ooh, that's interesting. Pay attention. You pay close attention to Congruence as she explains how the stratospheric was salvaged by the Vertumna group and fitted with an artificial intelligence. Salvaged from what? That's interesting. To guide you through a wormhole. The stratospheric was originally built as a vanity project by one of the very richest people on Earth, she explains. But it was never launched and eventually donated to a museum. The Vertumna group had pooled the resources to acquire the ship. Funding the retrofit as a colony vessel required contributions from many people, most of whom could not join us for this journey. They are honored by the cryopreserved embryos we carried with us to the stars. What about the gene tech and nanoprinters? You point out there's a lot of technology aboard the stratospheric for a plucky little spacefaring colony. Where did all that come from anyway? Congruous just smiles. The technology was acquired for the betterment of humanity. Do not concern yourself with specifics. Ooh. Interesting. The cryo what nows? Cryopreserved embryos. Donated by those who helped found our colony. Though they're not here with us, may their legacy continue with us. Perhaps this is a better topic suited for life sciences, or, if you require further information, through independent study with Chief Steward Antecedent, or the Chief Engineer Instance. Well, hopefully that won't happen for quite some time. Barring something physically incapacitating me, such as a massive power failure or concerted attempt to destroy me, I'm naturally self-repairing and resistant to attempts to manipulate or infect me with viruses. Don't worry about me, children. I'll likely be here to teach your great-great-grandchildren. Wonderful work, everyone. You all paid attention very well. This will make this pop quiz much easier for you. Congruence's hollow projection erupts into fireworks at the words pop quiz, and the class groans in unison. Congruence laughs over the speaker. Just kidding, she chirps, echoing through the engine room. You're free to go. I like nice AIs. Up. 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 Is there anything better that I could do? I don't think so. Oh, well, yes I can. It is time once more for Vertumnalia. The mood of the colony has been muted this year, ever since the attack during Glow. Though everything is still cheerful and cheerfully decorated and the feast table still heavy with foods, mostly soy rations, the Vertumnalia feels different in a way you can't describe. The colonists gather in the square for Governor Eudicott's. What a year Vertumna has given us, the governor begins in her weedy voice. I stand before you now, so proud of the colony has accomplished in such a short time.
I have always hoped that we would bring with us the best facets of humanity: cooperation, resilience, creativity, and cranberry. And the events this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Autumna can sustain megafauna, that means the conditions are good for us as well. Our friends in geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife.
Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave at the crowd. There's a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. Hey, he whispers. Hey, did you hear? My dad says Uticot's going to announce the depot's open to the public. You shoot her a questioning look and she rolls her eye. You know, shopping? Somewhere to spend all the kudos we've been saving up? Gonna be candy and toys and makeup and nice-smelling soap? The boring kind in the communal showers? You know the concept of shopping. They do have it. They do it in the Mahalovids from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes. Never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need. It would be nice to buy yourself a treat. Dad's giving you an allowance. Oh, that's great. She's got 2 dads. I hope they're a good couple, because she's kind of a little shit. Mars says to you, oh wow, we have no friendship with Mars. 0. Too bad your parents make you work for yours. You and Mars tune back into the speeches just as Uticot, as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Uticot finally gestures the council managers to stand. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve and use the colony and use your government. The music starts up as Governor Unicott finishes. Thank you all for your hard work and your perseverance this year, she says over the ruckus. Together we will build... We'll build what? Oh yes, the future. The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Vertumnalia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show, a science fair, and bot race. Now with an obstacle course. Which one do you participate in this year? Our reasoning is pretty good, right? Reasoning is 19, our toughness is 21. Let's give the science fair a shot. No, I mean, yeah, let's give the science fair a shot because we want, creativity. No, creativity's for the talent show. So this will probably give us friendship with Anemone. Let's do the science fair. Yeah, 2 friendship with Tangent. How are we doing with Tangent? We got 2 hearts. Your competitor of the science fair is, predictably, Tangent. Her project is on tensile strength of various building materials, and concluding that mushwood is the best choice when you consider not just strength, but also sustainability and ease of use. The judges want to know what you've been working on. I don't know. I've got a card game that helps me decide the fate of reality. Does that count? One to a card, change its suit to... Alright. We win! Oh. In secret, you've been working on a social experiment about delayed gratification. Chat. These are children. They're 11 years old. we're not going to talk. We're not going to make the joke that you've been sneakily studying the adults, taking notes on their snacking habits and their mood. You found Seek and Dr. Instance rarely eat sweets, but Utopia and Antecedent do all the time. You correlate this with their attention span when you see them tackle frustrating problems. You know, problems you can control and repeat, like if a child backtalks. The judges are impressed with your methodology. Instance, perhaps. A little begrudging. Hey, wait, you award you first place. Ooh, we're popular. Look at that card. Look at that art. I love that. I love that. That's great. Ooh, we lost all our stress. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the heat of dust. Ooh. You end up on top of the western walls with Dish, launching a water-filled push rooms down on unsuspecting anemone on the sports ball court below. The wall seems like a neat place to hang out and relax. Much quieter than a lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Kudos doubled for 3 months. Alright. Jeez, Tange. Tange furrows her brow as you approach. You again. Why do you keep pestering me? It's not as though you've done anything to impress me upon your usefulness. As you get a blank look, Tange rolls her eyes. What I mean is, we are not friends. Tange, you got real mean. You were really nice when you were young. Reasoning 20 or greater. We are almost right. Yeah, one more. Tange, I'm going to give you a mushwood. Tange shrugs. You should probably keep it. I don't even know what I would do with that. When you insist she keeps it, she shrugs again. Sure, maybe I'll find it for it. Maybe you'll take the other log out of your butt. Nothing new there. That's interesting. Wow. Cake. So are these like permanent? I'm gonna not buy it right now. Trying not to sneeze. Excuse me. So much math. It's everywhere. Physics, math, computers run on math, electricity, mechanical engineering, chemistry, anything to do with space. Math. Behind everything is some equation or other to calculate how to turn one thing into something else or to tell how efficient something is. Called this whole branch of science matheneering. Ooh. Now let's talk to Tam. You and Tangent sync your holopalms and play a game together where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. Ooh. You can tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particularly tricky algorithm. You be less of a bitch? Come on, Tange. Oh! Why you gotta be that way, Tange? Alright. Combat animals. Do we need more toughness? Is that what we need for Anemone? Need toughness 40 or better. Let's just check some of these other places real quick. See what our other options are here. Alright, well. I want to get combat to 20 before I go back to focusing on tough. You and Anemone are watching the soldiers train. Her brother, Calm, full name Kombucha, is in the training dojo trying out a stun glove. He leaps back slightly as the electricity crackles from his fingertips, then straightens up and displays his fingers experimentally towards a target dummy. A streak of lightning arcs out from his hand, charging the light bulb above the target to show a successful hit. Anemone whistles. Wow, she says. That looks really dangerous. You agree. Dangerous and awesome. But I think it only stuns things, she continues. Because it's called a stun glove. Otherwise they would call it a kill glove, I guess. I want to have a stun glove too, she says, copying her brother's motions, playing her fingers towards like she's casting a magic spells. But my mom, she doesn't like fighting. She doesn't want me to be a soldier. Let's go with why not. I don't know, she pouts. Is it because I'm too young? Tom was training with Rhett when he was my age, but my mom, I don't think she likes that. I think because I'm her only daughter, she's hoping I'd be more like Tammy, always helping in the creche. She shudders. I don't want to be no one's mom. You sit and watch Calm light up one more target after another with a stun glove, his motions gaining confidence as he learns this new tool. Wow! We demolished that one. Was there any extra kudos? Let's just double check. No. Okay. Animals! Really wet. Okay, combat's above 20 now. We could focus on toughness again. Get this log. I'm gonna spend my kudos. +1 to all flushes. This seems useful. Because we had a lot of pairs. Oh. Alright, well, we need to get a perk. That's interesting. Wish I had known that. Is there something that gives more toughness? Oh, 3 toughness. All right. All right, let's shovel some dirt. Your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Salah. Looks like you're working for your old lady. Hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. Come on, Mom. He walks you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, and garden waste and equipment from one place to another. And take a drink. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start moving that dirt? Do we have machines for this? The construction crews already claimed the hover lifts, he says, but they'll break down in a few years anyway. We don't have the materials to fix them. She grips your forearm. We're planet side now. Use your muscles. That's nature's hydraulic pistons. I like that term. Where do I move it again? From over there, she points to a dirt pile. To there, she points to an identical pile 10 meters away. She sees your... We had some very precious soil from Earth on the... full of all the nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow. But it was lost. Max. We have to make more from scratch for autumnans. This is part of the process. Why not use hydroponics? On the ship, we grew most of our plants with the roots and water. And it's true that it was more hygienic that way. Brushes an insect off her arm. Lets out a large squeak of objection. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Here, we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned. Get to work! That's my boy, Mom says, slapping his back. You stumble a little. Your arm starts to ache after the first hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. And good, somehow. Feel your muscles growing already. I mean, sure. $20 or $20. Or toughness. Where are we at on toughness? 26. We gained friendship with Cal, even though we didn't talk to him. Gained no kudos. Have we seen anything that helps us build empathy? Let's look. Just check. Just to be sure. Bravery, toughness, friendship. Combat, animals, friendship. Reasoning, biology. Engineering, reasoning. Creativity or persuasion. But no... Huh. Wimp. Organizing perception. Where are we at with our gal anemone? Let's I don't want to get calm up much of us. But I do want animals. Okay. Mid wet. Nope. All right. Well. Eye out for anything we can pick up. I really do want to raise animals. Where's our bravery at? Let's get bravery to 20. When there's no sports ball game on, the security teams who train nearby use the field to practice with long-range rifles. Go up to sports ball practice. Tom is helping take down the... Sorry, kid, he says. Brett wants us practicing with big guns today, and we can't have you running around. The bullets in these drone rifles are heat-seek. They're programmed to avoid human targets. Safety first. But today was supposed to be our day to have the sports ball field. Soldiers don't even want to play sports ball. You just want to shoot your dumb, noisy guns. Konami bounced. Hello? They have more than just huge guns. They have tool stun gloves and a magic lightning arcing out of your fingertip. It's super galactic. Cal shakes his head. Not the point. Standing up for something or sharing is caring. Nah, stand up for them. You rip the net out of Tom's hand and start putting it back up. Emily looks nervous. Here comes Security Chief Rhett. He looks scary, angry. We got the bravery. Do it. You stand your ground when the security chief tries to intimidate you with his loud voice and big chest. Today was your day to use the field. Rhett sees the fire in your eyes, and after a minute, he laughs and gives in. Hey, look at that. This is great. You're a tough one, huh, Solane? He says with a twinkle in his eye. All right, you're right. Today was your day to use the sports ball field. Calm, we'll have to train something else today. Huh, that wasn't so hard. Hey, Robot Spacer, how's it going? Welcome on in. If you are not following Robot Spacer, you should. He is a rad variety streamer working through a bunch of different, currently old school adventure games. All from my past as well. Although, the Dagger of Amon-Ra, I've never finished, so you've now done that multiple times, or at least getting close to. I hope you are having a good week, sir. I hope you had a good vacation. One card slot gets +1. Alright. How do we want to do this? You. Can you? Is there any better way to do this? Let's see. I don't think so. So, we are, for Robot Spacer since you just came in, I've decided to try and focus on a few stats. I want to get toughness up to 40 so I can hang out with Anemone again and get a new card. I'm also focusing on, like, reasoning and engineering to try and befriend Tange. And a little bit of Cal because he also helps build toughness. And they're the three main characters that I seem to, like, jive with the most based off the way the story's progressed so far. We will see how this goes. Late wet. I am going to get bravery up to 20. But I think we are going to go back to engineering because we're still working to get that up to 20 as well. Wait. Still age 11. Yep, we have not made it to the new year yet. Tange is having a time. She suddenly became kind of gruff. Like, this line here is harsh. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because we beat her in a science fair? I'm going to give her a gift. Oh, I didn't know it was her birthday. Tange is surprised that you remembered her birthday. She looks dubiously at the gift for a moment, then smiles at you. You didn't have to, but thank you, Solane. Hey, friendship with Tam, and we learned her birthday. Activity or persuasion. Ooh, we admit this is a new person. To further your engineering knowledge, you're taking a mini class with Chief Engineer Instance on the construction and maintenance of your holopalm. These devices are engineered bismuth crystals embedded in your palms when you start school. They use heat and electric current of your body to power themselves, to talk to each other, and to connect to the HoloNet, Congruent's massive repository of information. You can barely remember life before yours. Holopalms were commonplace by the time the Vertumna group first formed on Earth, and the square bismuth is grown in the lab, Instance explains. So the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain. The difficulty is in the display and touch interface. Instance opens her holopalm, displaying a visible projected screen floating above her palm. As chief engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines with a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose a projection right onto what she sees. Take a drink. The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which requires extremely small components that are impossible to nanoprint. The material will have to be mined from Vertumna itself. Hand raises her hand. Is it possible to hack these devices? Yeah. If the biological electronic interface is so thin, is it possible to hack the human body? In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body, Vince replied. What do you call gene tech? Everything the body does is capable of everything the body does is capable of demands 4 amino acids in different configurations. No difference in congruence. Human and artificial intelligences are both built from a limited code and are transformed into more by the building. Thank you. Your genetic enhancements, super hearing and sight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease, and fatigue. No, that was hers. All present in the human genome and unlocked by the power of science. Get another card. This class splits into working groups to explore installing modules onto your holopalm. You and Tangent are installing a mod that will let her scan inorganic materials and get a reading of the chemical compositions. What do you do? Your own mod. Ant raised an eyebrow, impressed. What module do you choose? Ooh. Something to help find lost objects. Sounds useful. Ding. A portion of Congruent's immense and miraculous intelligence will now be dedicated to making sure you never lose your canteen or your sunglasses. Technology great? Sure. 5 kudos if you equal the goal. Alright, that's relatively easy. Hey, Unstable Deuce. Unstable Deuce in chat asking, does that work with keys? I don't know, we'll find out. There's a commotion in the square. An expedition's vehicle has driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. Unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Hello. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Uticott. After a brief conversation, you see Uticott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the air. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. Who is Utopia? Young surveyor who loves speeding across the planet on her glide. I don't think we've ever met her before. Oh. Oh no! This is Tammy's dad. And it's a body. Chief Surveyor Tonan's. Someone quickly covers him with a sheet, but not before the image of his torn open body is seared into your memory. However he died, it was violent and bloody. You feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Asked for to crouch around the corner with you. You share that Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if he could see through it. Unfortunately, Unstable Deuce, Tammy died last stream in a terrible electronic accident. He was electrocuted to death. Uncle Tonin was the surviving member of the family because the mother had passed away on the journey here. So this is, of course, well, this is kind of horrible. Oh, I got you, Unstable. Yeah, yeah. Did they say how? Or they'll tell us. Just frowns. No, they won't. They'll just tell us something happened, the same way that a bunch of animals just happened to attack the colony. They don't want us to know about the monster and other worse stuff. They want us to think that everything is fine, but it's not. The planet isn't as nice as they say it. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't. You and Dis watch the adults carry Uncle Tonin's body away. So the way he's practically vibrating. You can tell Dis wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything, probably to get a look at the body. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. I set up a command for this. Folks, there's a lot of content warnings in this game. It deals with some serious shit. It has already dealt with some serious shit, including child death, unfortunately, and death of family members. So, if any of this stuff upsets you, feel free to duck out. I will understand, but I appreciate you being here. Oh, wow. Here you go, Unstable Deuce. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're together now, wherever people go when they die. You watch Utopia bend over and get a hug from Uticott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Uticott has never been the most comforting presence in your life. It seems to help. Utopia will probably be the next Chief Surveyor. 24, she'll be the youngest council member. He was only a toddler when the stratosphere left Earth. Apparently her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are the best in expedition. Glows. Anemone rolls a bobber fruit down her arm and flicks it to you with her elbow, then munches down on one of her own when she watches the construction crews on the walls. Kinda cool, huh? Soon this place is gonna look like a real colony. You know what? I'm just gonna outright look up birthdays, because why not? Ah, Anemone is an early dust. I don't have anything for you, Anemone. Alright. Need a break soon. We do, in fact, need a break soon. But we're going to look around. Ooh, crystal. Alright. Well, that means it's break time. Let's go relax on the wall. Because we've never done that before. After the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers to the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults are going to come ask you to run any errands for them. On rainy days, you take shelter under the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass. And you can do whatever you want. Ah, this is the life. Let's see what study does. Reasoning. Hell yeah. I wanted to get reasoning in 25. You pack your binocular, or holocular. The wall is a great vantage point to examine the wild jungle outside the colony. Your independent study even counts towards class credits without having to actually be in class. Oh, hey, Solane. Just pops his head up nearby the ladder and looks surprised to see someone else here. Do you mind if I sit here too? Heck yeah, come sit beside me. The two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Hey, Jenny! How are you doing? What are you doing? Aren't you traveling real soon? If you are not aware of Kimchika, what are you doing with your life? Jenny / Kimchika is a wonderful variety streamer, one of the main people behind the Wholesome Direct and Wholesome Games. All around cool person, some of the raddest hair on Twitch, and runs let's say a cafe as her main theme for her streams. I really do love it. Check it out. Yeah, Jenny, Kimchika, Jenny, I'm gonna call you Jenny because I can't remember right now. Apologies. I am excited to see the panel that you're on. I'm hopeful that it gets streamed so that I can watch it. Edgar Allan Poe will also be there. She's also traveling tomorrow. She's running the Ziggurat booth. So she's very excited to see if she can catch up with you and Mary and folks. But I'm stoked that you guys are getting to do this. I am hoping that I can make it to a PAX with PAX San Antonio no longer being a thing. It's a little harder for me, but maybe the next PAX I'll be able to get there. By the time that the next PAX I can actually go to is available, I might even be able to show up as me in full gear. We'll see. Yes, definitely. Yes, as far as your question, how am I liking this game? So far, I'm really enjoying it. I don't do a lot of visual novels. That's not true. I don't stream a lot of visual novels. I've played through a lot. And now that I think about like Phoenix Wright and some of the Dragon Grandpa, Danganronpa games, I've played through quite a bit of those, but usually just on my own time. This is an interesting mix of narrative choice, visual novel, and like poker is how the games work. And I've liked it a lot so far. I wish some of the stuff around stats was less obtuse, but I have a feeling that this is a game designed for multiple playthroughs based off the fact you're having premonitions. And so I'm sure that after you've gone through it once, you'll know what all those things are. I'm kind of focusing on toughness, engineering, bravery. I wish I could work on empathy, but I don't have anything that lets me work on empathy. I also wish I had something I could work on animals, but it only gets trained up when I train up on combat. So those things are just happening tangentially. I believe that my favorite character so far is Anemone because she is hilarious. But all the characters are very interesting. I don't know how far you are in it yet, so I don't know what else to say. But the content warnings that they give you in the beginning of this game are serious. The two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dis shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone before you discover it. Took the month off! Alright, we're gonna get rid of the 0. No, I don't want to forget the 5. I won that bot championship on my own. Oh, you're on age 17, okay. So, yeah, I was very fond of Tammy as a character. I thought she was great. And it was kind of gut-wrenching what happened to Tammy. And then we just saw her father pass. So that was kind of horrible. It has been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. And this is why I think this is technically a time loop game, or if not a time loop, a alternate realities game, because one of the dreams you have early on, I'm near positive that was Tammy as an adult. So I'm betting that if we go back through the game now, after finishing it, whenever it ends, we're going to be able to save Tammy. I'm going to at least try, anyway. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner. Adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mentioning seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedure. Filing soundlessly from the classroom to the creche. to hide under tables to wait for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow stars wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun almost... Toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading, the sun's almost rise past the horizon. The sirens start. You're reading a hollow novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarter. Alert flashes on your hollow. Shelter in the creche. Creche. I always want to say creche. Creche. This is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We are safe. Follow Auntie Anne to the creche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry. We're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. You could go to the creche where you belong. Dave? But does Dave scum the shit out of this? Second blow. So we go to creche. We get hiding in the creche. Bravely help fight. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. You could go to the creche where you belong, or you could follow the security guards and see what's happening at the gates. Sneak out of living quarters and head towards the gate. You're immediately spotted by Security Chief Rhett, who stops what he's doing to yell at you and gestures angrily. What the hell are you doing out here? There's no place for kids. Get your ass back inside. No, try to help. Right? No worries. Thanks for stopping in, Jenny. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you are not checking out Kim Chica's channel, you absolutely should. The cafe is a wonderful experience. She has a lovely community, a lovely group of people that she hangs out with, and plays fantastic. Oh yeah, we're gonna smash this challenge. How does I do that? Just outright demolish this challenge. Ooh, we lost kudos. That's okay. You stick around outside the skirmish at the gates, throwing rocks and yelling at any creature that gets too close. You're not sure if you make a difference. The good news is, at least you're not injured. So we'll do saying, I'm looking forward to seeing how this gameplay proceeds. It seems too long to be a traditional roguelike, but the future past dependency is clearly hinted at. Yeah, you got it. I mean, keep in mind, you only go to age 20, is the way that they explain it. So we'll see how this goes. I'm sure it would go faster if I wasn't reading everything out loud. As I mentioned last stream, I'm kind of a speed reader, so I see the end of these paragraphs before I go back to read. But when the dust clears, Rhett spots you hiding in the shadows and personally escorts you back to your quarters, where Mom and Dad penalize you for disobeying. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents. Not gonna... Oh, your mom, okay. I'm not gonna be the first to congratulate Rhett, but all of his defense are exactly what we need. He's gonna be insufferable at the next council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit's due, Flu-Flu-Bell. Oh my god. He says, smiles despite herself. Oh, that's great, she likes it. It could have been worse. Mom nods, and they both sit in silence before your dad speaks. Poor Hal. What a way to go. Oh, fucking... Professor Hal? Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead, your dad says. Yeah, they're gonna announce it in a few hours after everyone's had a chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replied. Oh, don't worry about that, your mom replied, shouting at her dad a look to keep him talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into engineering wing for a little bit, not until it's decon. God damn. Curl up quietly to think. Professor Hal can't just die. He can't just be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe space. You fall asleep thinking for sure there's been some mistake. And... fuck. Hey, we made it to the next tier for Tangent, it looks like. Fucking sucks. Sucks. Engine is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking her notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. Hey, Luciana Webb. What is that? What's the what question? What is what? Oh, I thought that was going to clear my... Okay, that's fine. Oh, this game is, I was a teenage exocolonist, which is a new game put out recently and a key provided to me by Finji, which I'm greatly appreciative to. If you want to check it out, actually, if you do exclamation, or here, I can exclamation point Finji, you can go check it out there. But it's a narrative game where you are or narrative-focused game so far, anyway, where you are a child born in space, and then on a colony ship heading for one of the first life-sustaining planets for Earth, outside of Earth itself. And you're kind of growing up on this colony and like taking classes or going to activities to build out skills and get more adult. It's kind of like one part collectible card game and one part visual novel, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Season is? Oh, I see. No, never say this to anybody, regardless of it. Alright, Tangent is storming around the quad in front of engineering, checking her notes on her holopalm, gesturing and grunting in frustration. This is the West. What's the matter? I can't possibly, she says, her voice cracking. She seems too upset to even explain it. Professor Hal, she tries again. Hal, he was helping me with his physics chapter, and now he's... He throws her hands in the air, virtual holopalm screams flying everywhere. I can't understand him without this without him. This is impossible. Chokes out. Why did he have to die? Give Tang a hug. Oh, I'm so... Fuck. She stiffens, then lets you hold her. You can feel her shaking. You think she might be crying, but when she finally pulls away, her eyes are dry. Thank you, Salan. I know you're having a hard time. Nothing is easy on Votumna. When even the adults can't protect themselves, it's obvious we're on. Yeah. Yeah, I wish my engineering was a little bit better, but I hate this answer, and I hate that I can't help her study. But Ange nods, going back to her note. She mumbles. You don't see Anemone. She sees you first. Tag, she exclaims, pouncing you from behind. You're it. Right, I'll talk to you later, Anemone. Nope. Have it. I am gonna, just to move time along, I'm not gonna read this stuff if we don't have anything. Ooh, he is new. He's got something new. Alright. If there's nothing new. I like Tange too. She was kind of really rude to us last year. And I don't know if it's because we beat her in the science fair, or if that's just how she is at that friendship level. So, the sound of hammering rings through the the sound of hammering rings through the garden, and you find Cal helping your mom build a row of raised garden beds. It turns out some of the earth plants don't grow so great here, so we're gonna see if this helps, he says, taking a break to rub his face. Your mom stifles a laugh at a smear of dirt he leaves across his cheeks. Your mom says we've got to worry about the nitrogen levels soon. But hopefully we'll be eating just plants that grow here before then. All right. Mars. My dads are so uncool, Mars. Mars, do your homework. Mars, you should help out more. Mars, we're going to cut off your allowance. As if, right? That money's mine. I earn it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mars. But I think some of that is because after she lost Tammy, she just immediately shut down everybody and kind of... Like, she was already kind of a bully before, but it was reined in by Tammy, I think. And now she's just kind of... Doing what? Do you even have to ask? My presence enlivens this dreary colony. I'm their beloved daughter. They owe me. Alright, bye, Tammy. Or bye, Mars. Alright, well, we've got a boost to... physical skills. Let's go build those physical skills. Bravery and toughness. Yeah, bravery's not 20 yet. That. Ooh. You're playing sports ball with Cal, Anemone, and Nougat. Who is Nougat? And a few other kids. Anemone's team is absolutely destroying you, but Cal keeps letting in goals. See, you chalk it up to lack of skill, but you've seen Cal and he's a really good goalie when it's him versus himself. That's why you picked him. Anemone likes winning at first, but after a few innings, she gets frustrated and stomps over to Cal. It's no fun if you're not trying, she shouts, waving her hand. What's wrong with you? Cal just shrugs, and Anemone puffs up her cheeks. Are you going easy on me because we're friends? That's not fair. You gotta do your best. But I'd rather have fun than win, Cal says, shoving his pocket. I don't mind when other people win. I like when friends are happy. Yeah, Cal, I get you. I also get happiness through osmosis. I'm not happy, Anemone stomps. I'm mad. How can I show off how good I am if you're just letting me win? They keep fighting, and everyone in both teams looks at each other awkwardly, wondering if you should keep playing. Bored with the stay of game, Nougat grabs the ball and starts bouncing it on her head. Anteater! She giggles. Bushbub, camel, Dorb's moth. She says new animal every time it bounces. Your way through the alphabet. I want to save. I'm gonna save scum this. I already told you. And we're gonna see. I want to side with Nougat. I love this little girl already. I've never seen her before, and this is amazing. Yeah, look at that. That is the right answer. Friendship with everybody. Nougat is right. Why argue about one game when you just make up another one that people are happy about? You alternate letters with Nougat until everyone is playing except for Cal and Anemone. They look over and see everyone having fun without them. They look embarrassed as they jock over to join in the new game. I love her. I love her. I'm interested. I'm excited and kind of glad. It seems like she might have vitiligo, and you really don't see that in video game characters. So I'm glad that they're showing it, like, and not othering it or anything like that. She looks great. She's adorable. All right. Goal of 18. There's nothing listed for kudos. So if a card becomes 2... you become... eat it. Ooh, that's a lot of bravery. Where we at on that now? Awesome. You've been having weird dreams as usual. They seem to get worse around glow. You wake up from a dream that has tears drying on your face, that you can't remember why. Just that you were terrified. Whatever it was, It felt real enough for a moment that you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blearily rub your eyes and... Surprise! Oh, it's your birthday. Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big cuddle. Happy birthday, little tomato head. 12 years old. Wow, can you believe it? No, your mom answers for you, laughing as she hands you your presents. It was just yesterday that antecedent, I don't think that's how it is, but they call her antecedent, and so I think it is, I think it is actually antecedent, or antecedent, but I'm going to call it antecedent just because auntie, so, was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought food from the canteen so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your present. Which one's your favorite? I love this. I love this. Book titled Fallen Dragon. No, I don't think so. I will add it to my list of books. I've been on pause from reading. I have a really nice, got the super high-end Kindle that I got myself as a gift one year. But like, I will go through stints where I will read almost a book a day, and I will put that on my list. This seems good. We're building that way, but this seems good because we might run into situations. I don't understand what that is. Let's go with this. I like this. I taught the nanoprinter the pattern based off pictures from expeditions, your dad says, watching you play with it. They call it a spectroraptor, he continued. See, it looks like it's wearing glasses on top of its 5 eyes. They said it's because its lenses are outside of its eyeball. Isn't that wild? Nothing like that on Earth. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So, he said, we've been here 2 years now. No, your dad and I have always said you're in charge of your... We've been keeping an eye on you. A loving eye, your dad interjects, stuffing wrapping paper into the recycle pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. Professor Hal used to tell us all the time how hard you were trying. That's great. Your dad and I are really proud of you. Working might seem fun and grown up when you're a kid, but if you want to do more than manual labor, you need some books too. Your dad joins you. So, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. The look in your face, he laughs. Don't worry, we're not going to make you take a job right now. We're just asking. What do you want to be when you grow up? Alright, what are these things? Biology 5 or greater. We can do famous idol. Monster High. Dad with like 10 kids? I don't know about that. Job. You feel overwhelmed by this. Alright, so let's see how the reloading works. Not well, unfortunately. But that's okay. We can do this. Okay. We've been working towards teacher. Look, no. A, we're too young. to even be thinking about fucking. And B, 10 kids is a lot. I mean, I know we need to populate a colony, but that doesn't really solve a lot, so... I don't want to hunt monsters, I want to befriend the animals in the wildlife. But I think... Pretty diametric option. Teacher or a monster hunter. I want to go with teacher. Your mom smiles sad. I'm sure he would have loved it. He said, the colony will need someone as passionate about teaching people. Well, get up. I'm sure your friends all want to wish you a happy birthday. She stops and snaps her finger. Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie mentioned their daughter Mars is and you need some help. Not a lot of people can freely order luxuries. It's pretty busy. You're a beast shoveling dirt, your dad laughs. You don't take that job. Tell Mars I'll be right there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Alright, mid-quiet. Alright. Let's at least save here. Look at Nougat. Look at her. Look at this little girl. Anemone and Nougat are kicking up a huge cloud of dust outside the garage, passing the sports ball back and forth and facing each other around. Anemone looks up to you as you approach and flails excitedly at you. Solane, hey! She says, jumping up and down. Look! She bounces the sports ball on her knees. Look at what Nougat and me are practicing. Anemone bounces the sports ball from one knee to the other a few times before launching it up in the air. She crouches, leaps up after it, and spikes it with her head towards Nougat with a yell. Sports ball thuds into Nougat's chest. Uh-oh. Sending her sprawling into the dirt. For a second, you freeze, waiting for the crying to stop. Instead, Nougat shrieks and laughs, clutching the ball as Anemone jumps up and down and pumps her fist dramatically. 4 points for the ball not touching the ground after contact, Anemone crowed. The crowd goes wild. The Garrison Galaxies win again. Woo! Nougat cups her hands over her mouth, imitating the roar of the crowd. Wow, that's awesome. I know, right? Anemone beams. She stands up straighter and puts her hands on her hips. I'm gonna be just as good as my big bro someday. And Nougat will too. She rubs the back of her hand across her nose, leaving a smear of dirt. Hey, you should come play by the sports ball pitch sometime. I can show you some tricks. Anemone and Nougat look at you expectant. Okay, I will. Yay, great, Anemone says, bouncing on her feet. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Sports ball is my favorite thing on the planet. Her eyes go wide. Maybe even the whole galaxy. Me too, Nougat yells from where she's still lying on the ground. She picks herself up and carefully puts the ball down in front of her, then kicks it to Anemone. You see that? She kicked the ball with her foot. Nougat's a natural. She's already inventing new ways to play sports ball. Future coach Nougat. Nougat puts her hands on her tiny hips. You come to practice, you gotta play. She challenges, pointing at you. Anemone and I says I get to be coach, so it's my rules. You and Anemone both burst out laughing. Nougat is such a little carrot. I love her. She's great. We got any new items to pick up? Yes. Medicinal roots. Oh, hey, Solane, Mara says, breezing past you. I'm sorry, I can't talk now.
I'm on my way to work in command. She stops when you don't sound amazed enough. You know, supply depot, clarified. It's the most important job in the whole colony. Anything that gets made here goes through me first. Mars' smug smile gets, somehow, even more smug. Plus, I get first pick of all the best stuff. Well, Mars, that's amazing. You lay it on really thick. How Mars is just so cool, how everything she does is totally great, how she's obviously the most important person in the colony. You're going to start a Mars fan club in her honor? You just laugh. Nice try, Solane, but thanks for the compliment. She just leaves. Been offering to get you a job. Brat, sucking up to Mars didn't work? What's next? You have to actually ask her what you want? Ugh. You could ask and... Oh, you want to hear more? Well, Mars is primping in hollow screen. She's set up to act as a mirror. You never know when Horton is going to talk to you. She says, twisting and retwisting her hair around her finger. No, I don't mean important. It counts. As she smiles primly at you. I mean, whoever is going to end up being my first kiss. I don't want them to remember that time they saw me when we were kids and I wasn't absolutely my best. We asked about the depot. You want to hear more? She hums and tosses her hair over her shoulder. You know, a lot of work. I practically run the whole command center. Positions and nanoprinting are the backbone of the colony. Wow, that sounds like Administrator Steak. No! We're reloading. That is not fair. Some hot trash. Alright. I don't want to get negative with Mars. She's at 0. We don't need to go even further. So we can't do engineering. Oh. We can. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's get engineering up to 20. Your colony is still reeling from Professor Howell's death. You're not sure who to expect when you go to class today. You take your seat in the classroom. Chief Engineer Instance is chatting near the front with Tangent. As the class fills up, Tangent returns to her seat and Instance fires up Congruence holo projection. Alright, listen up, Instance says. Congruence is expensive as hell to run and interact. What you'll have to do is your teacher for now. I'm far too busy to be teaching children. Today, Congruence teaches you about machine learning and the development of artificial intelligence. Congruence has been part of your life for as long as you remember. It's hard to imagine a time when people didn't have access to such a powerful, all-knowing intelligence. How did people used to learn anything? Well, I mean, there was Google, and then there was social media, and social media fucked everything up. One card's... Can I do that? Bill 24. What if, well, go the other way.
All right. Oh, I should be doing physical skills. It's 1 point. It's fine. Ooh, hello. Expeditions. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Solane, how's it going, little bro? Chief Surveyor Utopia stands casually out to bar your way when making it look... She's very pretty, while making it look accidental. Whoa there, I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the Surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick to sports ball for a while? Rubs her knuckles into your scalp and sends you on your way. Tough enough? Wait, did I have Bravery 20? I'm 1 away from Bravery 20. That's some bullshit. Well, I'll be, Utopia drawls, grappling you playfully. You ain't lying, kid. You got grit. Listen, she tells you. I'll speak with your parents. You're still a bit young, but I wager next year you can join the Surveyor team, right? Hold tight until then. Sorry, Sprout. Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk back through the gates to safety. Psst, what's that? You look around questioningly. Psst, it's Dis. Hiding behind some bushes? So typical. He puts his fingers to his lip and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure, why not? He leads you silently along the walls towards the garrison, then crouches down the bushes between the sports ball field and security pavilion to figure with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? Hey, Fire Drake, how you doing? You check to make sure nobody else noticed. Then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Beside some take a drink. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe along the wall, big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. Sneak out. The adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo or the subaqueous swamps, or other cool places surveyors get to go. Well, could sneak through here and explore just outside the colony walls. If Dis does it, how dangerous could it be? Dis, you may have led to the gates being busted in. So, Drake, thanks for joining in. This is, I was a teenage exocolonist. I am, a character that was born in space on the way to the first, exocolony, or, non-Earth colony, that was ever conceived, and, we're basically growing up. We got a bunch of friends, we got to choose our schools and stuff. I would almost describe it so far as, like, a little bit Persona, as how it plays, because you've got different, months and stuff, and you're building up relationships with characters. But then the actual, like, I'm going to say combat, but challenges in the game are all done via sort of a collectible card game with the rules of poker. But we're going to go learn sports ball. Also, some of the names of the characters are hilarious, and we're about to meet Kombucha. Kombucha designs a really fun practice version of the game, where you remove the net and only use your feet to move and pass the ball to try and kick into the goals. He calls it football because, well, obviously. Silly. Alright, so here's the game. Let's see. This is interesting. So let's try this. One. Oh, equals total. Okay. Equal. Too much. Not enough. 17. I was off last week. We finished the game Observation, which is a wild trek through a game where you're playing as a space AI, or an AI for a space station, trying to help one of the astronauts on the station figure out what happened, why the space station why everybody woke up with no memory of what's going on, and it goes places. All right, bravery. We got some toughness. Toughness at 21. Stress. Kudos. All right, pollen. I am looking something up. All right. Nope, we don't have anything to do. So let's go talk to our friend. Tangent is deep in conversation with one of the other scientists. He seems to be consoling her, though Tangent's face betrays no emotion as he claps her on the shoulder. This would be an important choice, so time to save scum. He leaves, and Tangent sighs as she puts her head in her hand, stopping short when she realizes she's still wearing gloves. She peels them off and digs her fingers into her eyes. Are you okay, Tangent? I'm fine, Liza. I've compromised an experiment I was working on because the vent was still open when spraying the workstation down with sanitizer. Sniffs. It's so gross here. I probably did the fungus a favor. Tangent takes a bottle of sanitizer from under her workbench and cleans while she speaks. There are pollen spores everywhere. She whines. He comes over here and tells me, it'll be okay, Tan. Like it's his job to console and patronize. Both sigh in unison. Hate being young. Why don't they understand that we have higher expectations for ourselves than they do? I need to learn from my own failure. What I don't need, she continued, is someone to pat me on the head and tell me it's okay and the adults will make it all better. I messed up, she says. Just let me fix it. Don't make it a big deal like I'm a child with a boo-boo. Alright, I got you, Tangent. I understand. Nobody else got anything? Nothing I want to buy. Did I unlock that new perk yet? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna try that. Switch the doll. We did an engineering. What's our toughness at? 31. The next toughness thing is 40. Bravery is at 22. Friendship, like. Oh, we're doing good. Do another engine. The night sky in Vertumna is like no star chart in the hollow archives you brought from Earth. You're not even certain that if the stars you're seeing are new ones entirely, or the same ones seen but from a different angle. The wormhole actually spat you out as a mystery. You do know that some of the adults are working on reading radiation levels for various stars, guessing which ones they are, and using them to triangulate where it's a downright frightening amount. Bonus, right? So pairs. So pair. Is there any way to make that better? Yeah. Super goal. Alright, we'll do one more month, and we will call it. And find someone rad to raid. Oh, actually, no, we got a little bit of time. We'll go a little bit longer. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously underway. Oh, please don't have our dad die from sickness. Looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, deep circles under his eyes, and he keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's just pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. You remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she said. So why isn't it bothering? You're a lot tougher than me, Sweet Pea, your dad says, and your mom rolls her eye. I'm sure I just have to get used to it, like you. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. I'll get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that I'll be fine. Motherfucker, if you get yourself killed, you not... Oh, hey, look, the doll's over here. Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs, and then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Yeah, Robot Spacer. Dad, go see the doctor. Your dad shrugs, falls into a fit of sneezing, and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds. I don't have Your dad sneezes. Macho bone in my body, foo-foo. And I have to fertilize the corn and pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, Mom grunts. Dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarter. Pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that's something... Oh, no, 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 no! Huh, your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. Bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. And his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. God damn it. God damn. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals, gives him a cursory look over. Seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, says, shining a light down your dad's. It looks a little better, but not much. An airborne environmental toxin, likely to be in pollen fog. It'll be okay. It doesn't seem to cause long-term damage to the body, Instance explains. He gestures in the air, making her notes in the hollow eye. I've been tracking its effects for 3 seasons now. The toxin is flushed out of the body after 3 to 5 days, and it's not contained. He looks down at your father. What that means for you, since you're particularly susceptible to the toxin. Should be taking better pains to avoid exposure. You must go outside during pollen. Use a respirator. Dad smiles weakly. You got it, boss, he says. Your mom smiles and puts her hand over his. You're literal, boss. Ordering you to not come back into work for the rest of the week, says. You're on strict bed rest. He leans in to touch her forehead to hit. They stay like that, smiling with relief. That better be it. Oh, right. You can see me squinting. No, I'm literally just like, that better be it. Even after a day of bed rest, Dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out in the fields. You're gonna love this new crop Selene. Called Pixie Bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. Fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here. That is in soy. Soy and more soy. Happy too. Okay. What's up, Tange? Drake saying that they saw someone wearing a full-face respirator at a coffee shop this weekend. So I actually 3D printed a crowdsourced MIT engineering designed like full-blown respirator back when the pandemic was at its worst, and I wore it for a while. It had you bought like actual coal filters that could go into side respirator slots that you cut to size. It worked. It's great. Your holopalm pulses with a message from Tan. Hello, Solane. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for assistance in the lab? Thanks in advance. Sure. Typical Tange, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a screen, or no, over a spectrometer, making notes on a holoscreen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days. Wrinkled, a little shiny, with a wide-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of blep tea. How can I help? Came as soon as I could. How can I help? I'm researching the shimmer, respiratory illness some people report during the pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them both into your hand. Need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer. You're not. You share half a genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the two. Then, he continued, pulling another vial from the rack of tests. Administer this to your 3 days. Take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry is changed. Ange looks at you very seriously, cutting through the blurry expression. Something funny. Something really, really big. I'm beginning to realize this is more than about curing a disease. He squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer? I've changed her accent twice now. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why, it could lead to a greater understanding of Rotunda. And knowledge is more than power. Roll. Okay, I'll do it. Oh, tangent. Shimmer cube. Alright. Thank you, Tangent. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Well, the end of debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tangent just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to keep it under control. Dad. Well, I can't help him yet. Where are we at? Reasoning 29. 23. Toughness is 31. Animals is 3. Yeah, let's call this here. Alright, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really enjoying my time with this game. As a heads up, I'm going to be doing an extra long stream sometime on Friday in addition to the Manderville stream over on Britt Cake Haley's channel. So I will probably be streaming sometime around noon for 3 or 4 hours. And I might even do another stream over the weekend or Monday. We will be back on our regular time at 7 p.m. Central on Sunday. I do not know if I will be playing this on Friday, but I'll give it a shot. We'll see. I am greatly enjoying my time. Hey, Hinton, how you doing? I'm greatly enjoying my time with it. I hope you are as well. Hope you're all having a great week. If you're watching live, stick around and we will go raid someone rad. If you're watching an archive, thank you so much. Please feel free to watch something else on the channel. Other than that, be safe and be kind to one another. Bye-bye!